Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Here we go. And here's Wright. Outside Irving. And the finish by Irving.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Wembanyama screen. Right. And that one is hammered home.
Well, DeLon Wright taking advantage of that handle and that slithery ability to get through traffic. What a pretty drive.
Wright drives it, drops in the layup for two.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Pass to Wembanyama. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Ayton. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Outside Coulibaly. Banchero outside. Let's go with a three. Counted from distance.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Irving, kept alive. Pass to Ayton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's Ayton. Jam by Ayton.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Here's Kamari. They set a pick. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Banchero. The rebound by Jackson. Irving looking around. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And Irving powers it home.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
So it's the home team now. It's a three-point game. Ayton with a screen. Back to Wright. Pass to Irving. And here's Ayton for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's Banchero. Outside Wembanyama. From behind the arc. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Deflects the pass. Right outside. Pass to Coulibaly. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Looking to win the run. Right with the ball. Picked up by Coulibaly. And that one's good. Coulibaly.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Outside Irving. Ayton with a screen. Pass to Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Albuquerque. They trail by 3. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Banchero surveys. Pass to Wright. 6 to shoot. There's the 3.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Jackson. And he drives in. Good D by Wembanyama.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Leading by... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside for Irving. And there's the screen. Pass to Covington. Here's the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Albuquerque making a switch here. Here's Kamari. Still without a bucket. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Pass to Ellison. Here's Kamari. Defended by Jackson. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, good hands from Jaren Jackson Jr., showing why he's considered an incredible defender.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Richardson. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Koulibaly. Ayton with a screen. Outside for Irving. And the finish by Irving.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Albuquerque calls timeout. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Wembanyama screen. Here's Whitmore. And that one drops for him.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And there's a pick. Pass to Mobo. Here's Chalmers. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Chalmers. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Outside Wembanyama. There's the triple. And Wemby rips one from long distance.
3 points.
And we are used to seeing bigs these days hit threes, but the skill of Wembanyama from deep is impressive.
And that one's good. Chalmers.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Mobo. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Kamare. Shot clock at 5. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Jackson, the screen. On the wing, Irving. Here's Chalmers. Good D by Richardson.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, deflected. Here's Whitmore outside. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the wing, right side. Here's Mobo. Outside Irving. No good with the triple. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
15 seconds left in the first half. Over to the wing. Here's Mobo. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Outside Whitmore. Got it off in time. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating three to take the lead.
26.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here's Albuquerque now. They lead by 1, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 13.
Outside Coulibaly.
Jackson Jr.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Ellison. 5 on the clock. Mobo with a rebound. Here's Chalmers. Out to the right wing. Here's Jackson. Pass to Chalmers. Back to Jackson. Here's Mobo. Sends it home from three-point land. Mobo's got 5 now.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Outside Whitmore. Now Bancaro. Reddish covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Paulo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
And he drops the first. And Banchero drops them both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Chalmers. Yep, that one's good. 7 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Left side, Koulibaly. Wide open look. Good. On the bucket.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. He made open, let me find him.
Pass to Jackson. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Reddish. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's Momo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Ellison. Still no points. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Pass to Covington. Here's Chalmers. To the right side.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. Chalmers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Pass to Whitmore. Banchero outside. Back to Whitmore. Shoots over Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
Substitution for Albuquerque. Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Jackson, the screen. Fires for 3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Right side, Whitmore. There's a screen. Pass to Ellison. Bobo with a rebound. And Bilal Koulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Covington. Hits a three-pointer. Covington's got 6 points.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
Up top, Whitmore. With the fadeaway. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. In transition. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the break. For the finish. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Here's Ellison. Right with the board. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Up 5. And fourth quarter basketball. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Outside Irving. There's a screen. Driving in. And Irving powers it home.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Albuquerque calls timeout. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Albuquerque's head coach said to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. There's the drive. Pass to Kamare. Shot clock at 3. Here's Bancaro. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Irving with it.
Albuquerque foul call. Sharif Abdul-Rahim. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Irving. They set the pick. Pass to De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Irving. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. On offense, here's Albuquerque. It's a 5-point game. Bancaro outside. Pass to Wembanyama. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Coulibaly with it. Coulibaly on the wing. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Clock is at 3. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Wembanyama. Bancaro the screen. Down low. Bancaro hammers it. Home.
The feel for the game Wembanyama has is just fantastic. I mean, he reads the movement of the defense and his teammates just so well.
Right outside. Elbow. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Wright. The kick out to Bancaro. Second shot opportunity. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside Irving. Outside Coulibaly. And Chris Finch calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Two on the clock. Irving for 3. They set the screen. Pass to Mobo. Stolen by Wembanyama. And Caro with it. Irving picks him up. Right outside. To take the lead. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He gets the first, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
There's Jackson with the 3. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Right outside. Here's Whitmore outside. He drops it from range.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Kamari, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Right outside. "50 seconds left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Pass to Irving. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. A second to shoot.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put them up 2.
Taking 2 shots.
Can knock it down, and they really needed that one.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wright. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mobo. Outside Coulibaly. And he drills the triple.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead. And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the... We've got a... Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's Albuquerque now. Now here's Wright. Pass to Banchero. They set the pick. Misses a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ayton with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Back to Ayton. Knocks it loose. And they're running. Here's Coulibaly. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Inside. Banchero outside. Takes a three. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball five, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
The three from Wembanyama, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Pass to Ayton. From deep. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. In transition. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Wright from the arc. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Wright. And it's in there.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Wright. Spins. Here's Kamare. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Pass to Ayton. Fires for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Albuquerque leading by 3. Lets the three fly. Kamare, that's good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And it's Coulibaly missing. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And here's Wright from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. The visitors with the ball. 6-point game. Here's the three. And Ayton gets the three.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
It's Wright on the wing. This one for three.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
1:36 left to play in the first. Let's go with a three. Out to Covington. Pass to Chalmers. Launches it. Offensive board. Jackson outside. Albuquerque making a switch here. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Albuquerque leading by 3. Out to the wing. Shoots. Pass to Kamari. Ben Carroll the screen. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Now Irving. And Irving powers it home.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Irving, no good on the free throw. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Outside Covington. Here's Mobo. Hayden with a screen. And here's Wright from the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
From deep, Wembanyama drills it from deep. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And here's Wright from the arc. Hayden in the high post. Goes back up. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Hayden's got his second basket of the game.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Albuquerque.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Team foul.
And here's Albuquerque now. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Well, you love a quick 3 points up the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
Albuquerque leading by 5. Right side, Wembanyama. Back to Whitmore. Tries again. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. He's scoreless.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Offline with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Outside Whitmore. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Mobo. On the wing, Whitmore. From the wing, that's good on the jumper. Whitmore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's Chalmers. Outside Coulibaly. Outside Covington. Lets it go from deep. Bobo with a rebound. Albuquerque leading by 6. Shot is up. Abdul Rahim's shot is good. Outside Coulibaly. The 3-ball. Hits a 3-pointer. Coulibaly's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Abdul Rahim's shot is good. For 3.
Albuquerque foul. Mobo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Kept alive. Outside Coulibaly. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. No good on that one. Good on the second one. Outside Coulibaly.
2 minutes remaining.
Over Whitmore.
2 minutes.
That's short off the rim.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
The 3. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Whitmore's got 8 here in this quarter. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Here's Chalmers. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Now here's Whitmore. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Mobo. Here's De Silva. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Whitmore.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And here comes the break. Fires the 3. Pass to Ellison. And that's an intentional foul. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second personal foul. Teams in the penalty.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Chalmers. No made baskets yet. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Albuquerque leading by 11. Richardson for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
and just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Puts it up. Richardson, no good. 17 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, and Ayton read the play perfectly and got out in front of it for the score off the break.
Oh, it's stolen away. Ooh, poked away. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Here's Whitmore outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Albuquerque ending the quarter up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Ayton with a screen. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
The three from Bencaro. Pure from three-point range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Chalmers. Intercepted. Bencaro outside. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Jaren Jackson.
Here's Kamari. Koulibaly defending.
DeLon Wright.
Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Kamari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boom! Bencaro!
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Bencaro wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside for Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Julius Irving.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Albuquerque leading by 12. Wembanyama with it. Jackson in his pocket. Outside for Wembanyama. The offensive rebound. Jackson for 3. Sinks the tray. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
Jackson on the wing. Tipped away. And stolen by Bencaro. Pass to Wembanyama. Snatched away. Right on the right side. From outside the arc. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. I'll say this, Bencaro is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Bencaro. 5 points in the game. Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Wembanyama's got 13 now.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Albuquerque leading by 11. The three from Bancaro. Right with the board. Jackson for three. No good. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Right outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Bancaro in the post.
And how about the defense from Jackson Jr.? Doing just about whatever he can to make shooters uncomfortable.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
For the away team.
That free throw misses.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. And Carroll on the take. Right outside. It's stolen by Irving.
Also, plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Throw it down on the lob.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum. Stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Fourth team foul.
Here's Bancaro. He has 7. Tries the spin move. And there's the drive. Oh, Bancaro throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Bancaro just throw it down.
Right outside. Puts up a 3. It's deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Albuquerque making a switch here.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Cameron Whitmore. Josh Richardson.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. It's his first trip to the line.
Josh Richardson. First personal foul.
And he drops the first.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Counted from distance. Abdur-Rahim's got 8.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wright. He's got 9.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. No good from outside. Oh, it's stolen. Left side, Whitmore. It could go. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Outside Richardson. Unloads. Bobo with a rebound. It's Wright on the wing. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Richardson. Irving for three. Ellison grabs the board. Albuquerque leading by 11.
Away team foul. Julius Irving. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Whitmore. Three-pointer. The shot comes out.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Outside Whitmore. Off target from outside. Here's the break. Pass to Mobo. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Richardson for three. Sinks it from distance.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Richardson for three. And no good. Here we go. And that one's good. Jackson for three. Now just a 4-point Albuquerque lead.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Pass to Reddish. Over Whitmore. Reddish misses.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Checking in for Albuquerque. Victor Wembanyama.
Here's Abdul Rahim. Can't nail the jumper. Right with the steal. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Lobo. We've got 1:48 left to the game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Bancaro. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Albuquerque.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Jackson on the wing. Back to Reddish. And that one is hammered home.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Back to Wright. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, what composure from Jackson Jr. Not allowing the pressure of the moment to get to him.
Pass to Whitmore. The kick out to Bancaro. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Wright drives it. Jackson outside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Whitmore. Yes!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to Kamare. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Right outside. Shot clock at 6. And right with the defensive effort. Albuquerque calls timeout. How do you think this is going to play out?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. A 3 off the inbound. That one's good. And so the road team gets the W in this one.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now, Wright. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the rebound goes to Honolulu.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Ayton the screen. Daniels from outside. Kept alive. Pass to Koulibaly. To the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Koulibaly with it. Picked up by Banchero. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Good work there as it goes.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And it's Wright sending it back. Here's Banchero. Outside for Wembanyama. Up top, Wright. Lock at 6. Shoots. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Delon Wright with a jump shot looking fluid right now.
Brewer. Honolulu. No good that time either. Here's Kamara. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
3 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Back to Daniels. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Kamara. Pass to Koulibaly. Right side. Kamara misses. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Here's Koulibaly. No scoring in this one. Here's Wright. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Kamara. Here's Koulibaly. Hits it from 3-point range.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Stripped away. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Brewer. Off target with his 3. Here's Kamara. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wright. Wembanyama, a screen. Launches a three, and the three ball is good. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Banchero. Here's Daniels. Rejected by Banchero. Right, that's a two-pointer. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Coulibaly. Wembanyama, a screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Long range from the inbound. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. They lead by 12. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
6 on the shot clock. Brewer, good. Brewer's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Honolulu passing it around. And Banchero, here we go.
Defensive.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Paolo Banchero. Honolulu shooting their first free throw this game. Banchero, no good on the free throw.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Count it. Kamare's got 6.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the home team has possession. Here's Coulibaly. To the wing right side. Kamare misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brewer with the ball. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. And here's the fast break. Here's Wright. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Brewer. Here's Coulibaly. Nailed from three-point land. Coulibaly's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Wembanyama. The kick out to Wright. Wembanyama, a screen. And that one's good. Wright.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here's Daniels. He's got 6. Here is Brewer. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Pass to Koulibaly. Misses the three. Honolulu trails by 6. Bancaro, right side.
2 minutes.
And here is Ayton. Ayton, a screen. Shot clock at 3. And the basket by Brewer.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Kamare. The kick out to right. It's taken away by Brewer. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Bancaro outside. Ayton a screen. And it's Bancaro missing. Now here's Wright. And the rebound goes to Honolulu.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mobo. Pass to Ellison. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Ellison's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Chalmers. Now here's Brewer. Back to Chalmers. On the wing, Brewer. Pass to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get something going. And he gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Chalmers. Reddish with the ball. Defended by Chalmers. To the wing on the left. Chalmers with it. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. There's a screen. To the paint. Pass to Ellison. Goes up again. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got it all tied up now for Honolulu.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's blocked. Out of bounds as Honolulu keeps possession. Chalmers scanning the floor and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And stolen by Chalmers. Here's Mobo. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brewer's shot is off. And here's Honolulu. They haven't given up any points. In the second half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Deflected by Reddish. And here is Chalmers. Still without a basket. Here's Ellison. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain
Team
cramp.
foul.
Here is Chalmers. There's the pick. Brewer. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. For the lead. Drills it from outside. Chalmers has got the lead up to 3 now for Honolulu.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Honolulu, they shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early. The first one falls.
2 shots.
So he gets them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Brewer. There's the screen. Connects from 3-point range. Brewer's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mobo. Chalmers outside to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shepard. Honolulu, no good that time either.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Boy, it takes some guts to pull up from 3-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
Honolulu passing it around. There's a good screen. Now Shepard. Scoreless thus far. 1:39 left for the third. Chalmers scanning the floor. Pass to Brewer. Back to Chalmers. And stolen by Chalmers. The 3. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Reddish. .109 left in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
No free throws, good from Reddish.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
So Honolulu calls timeout. They're first. Big group substitution here for Honolulu. Honolulu trails by 4. Now here's Chalmers. Ayton at the elbow. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Chalmers outside. Pass to Mobo. Here's Ellison. 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Good on both. Honolulu trails by 4. Chalmers outside to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to Ellison. Back to right. And finished off by Wright.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their directions.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the court.
Shot from the inbound. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Leading by a point. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Wright with it. Over in the corner, Banchero. Wright sends a screen. Pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Banchero. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And here's Daniels. Down low. And Brewer with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message. With that slam, I think. Pass to Banchero. Wembanyama outside. Banchero with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama off the bounce. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Honolulu passing it around. Here is Brewer. A miss that time would have put him up. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Wright. Inside. Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now Banchero. Timeout called, Honolulu. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paulo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I heard what Honolulu's coach told his team during that timeout. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And stolen by Wembanyama. Nice transition bucket by Wembanyama.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Pass to Mobo. Honolulu, no good that time either. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brewer with the ball. Wembanyama outside. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Brewer with the rebound. Honolulu trails by 5. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brewer has got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Wright. Kicks it out to Bancaro. Wembanyama outside. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Wright. It's deflected. Here's Mobo. Pass to Brewer. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And here is Ayton. Here is Daniels. Guarded by Wright. Ayton missed screen. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Timeout called, Honolulu. And Honolulu making a change here. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bancaro. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Pass to Coulibaly. To take the lead. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Now, here's Bancaro. Pass to Daniels. Back to Bancaro. Oh, and he misses the dunk. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out. this Wednesday, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Honolulu off the tip. Now Daniels. Three-pointer. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Kamara. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Pass to Brewer. On the wing, Koulibaly. And he slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brewer with the steal. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. On the wing, Koulibaly. To the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layup for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now here's Wright. Kicks it out to Banchero. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by Kamara. Right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Kamara. From outside the arc. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Wembanyama outside. Lock at 6. Over Koulibaly. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Brewer. Lets the three fly. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A three from Wembanyama. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Koulibaly. Banchero with the screen. From deep. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Wright. Pass to Kamara. Puts up a three. Traps in the tray.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by Kamara. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Here's Banchero. And it goes down 2 points. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Daniels. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Ayton. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer.
There you go. Ayton rising and firing with confidence.
Here's Wembanyama for three. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 6.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And they're pushing it up. A wide open look here for Wright. Trains the three-pointer.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Pass to Daniels. Banchero with the screen. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Wembanyama left side. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He got it up. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Honolulu out in front, up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for Honolulu, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the wing. Misses off the left iron. Oh, and a fast break for Honolulu. And that one's good, Ayton. He's got 5.
Outrunning the opposition. Ayton's got those long strides.
Banchero looking around. And it's Wright missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Brewer. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Coulibaly. He has yet to score. Wembanyama outside. The tray. Here's Kamare. Wembanyama outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Banchero. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Basket counts. Wembanyama's got 10 points.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Ayton. Honolulu, no good that time either. Right outside. Pass to Kamare. Wright sets a screen. Now, here's Banchero. From the arc. That's tipped. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. 2 on the clock. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Oh, and a fast break for Honolulu. Now, here's Brewer. Pass to Ayton. Buries it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Wembanyama, that's for 2. A putback. Brewer grabs the board. And so it's Honolulu with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Banchero. Oh, look at that play right there.
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
A 3 from Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to Honolulu.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, in 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Coulibaly. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Honolulu leading by 7. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Brewer. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Brewer's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Chalmers looking around. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over. Kev, what a shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Chalmers. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Honolulu leading by 6. The 3 from Chalmers. Kept alive. Here's Ellison. Over to the wing. And stolen by Chalmers. And so it's Honolulu with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Brewer, and it's Brewer finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Chalmers with it. That's a floater go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chalmers. Chalmers scanning the floor. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Out of bounds as Honolulu keeps possession. And so it's Honolulu with it. Fires away from outside. Chalmers' shot is no good. Stolen by Chalmers. To the inside. Here's Ellison.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
To the wing right side. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Chalmers outside. To the left wing. Brewer with the steal. Got a piece of it. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Reddish.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Puts up a deep 3. Here's Mobo. Pass to Brewer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mobo. This one for 3. Ellison with the rebound. Stolen by Chalmers. A 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. Brewers got 5 points now this quarter.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
The offensive rebound. Chalmers outside. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target. Chalmers has got the lead up to 9 now for Honolulu. Chalmers outside. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Chalmers has got 6 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Brewer, and he's good on the three ball. And now just a 3-point Honolulu lead. They set the pick, and the wide open shot from Chalmers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For the tie. Pass to Reddish. Six on the shot clock. And it's all evened up. Brewers got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
58 seconds left in the third. Now Brewer, 14 points for him. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's stolen by Reddish.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off.
Right there.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. Pass to Shepard. And here is Chalmers. Defended by Chalmers. Down low. Here's Ellison. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Honolulu leads, but 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Honolulu leading by 5. Pass to Brewer. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Launches it. Banchero, that's good.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama, what a high release on the three.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Brewer's shot is off. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Kicks it out to Banchero. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Ayton the screen. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Banchero outside. Pass to Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now Daniels. And here they come. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Kamare. He's covered by Daniels. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Oh, and a fast break for Honolulu. Here's Coulibaly. Off target with his 3. Pass to Kamare. 1:39 left in the game. A 3 from Wembanyama. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside. A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Substitution for the number 22.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 1-point game. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. Offensive rebound. Here's Banchero. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
Wembanyama, a screen. Takes the 3. That shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brewer. Yes!
And they do have a foul to give. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
In the corner, it's Brewer. He's off from 3. And here is Brewer.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
And I'm sure the coach is telling him it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Assistant.
Timeout called, Honolulu. Fires away from way outside. Yep, it's good. So Honolulu wins it. It was a fantastic.